Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And we've been following the general Netflix series and the status of a lot of the Netflix series that exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for quite some time. Specifically, the characters that came together and showed up in The Defenders.
This ends with New York in ruins. They want me on their sidelines because I'm the only one who can destroy them. Jess?
How do you suggest we hide him?
Now, with Disney Plus and just Marvel moving forward, really focusing in on these television type series with things like WandaVision and other shows coming out like The Falcon and Winter Soldier, it is kind of interesting that there are still talks about the Netflix side of things, these characters that debuted on Netflix few years back, and what Marvel might be planning on doing with these characters in the future. But first, we wanted to give a quick reminder, we do have a really awesome Instagram page that updates you guys on everything happening Marvel immediately. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, check it out, link in the description. There's also a ton of really awesome memes and other things that are posted on there. So make sure you guys are following that page, and let's go ahead and jump into this story. Now, when Netflix kind of started to pull the axe on a lot of these series, and it seemed like they were kind of being pushed aside, a lot of speculation was that these characters would be retconned out and would be forgotten. There were interviews with some of the actors who seemingly had no idea and didn't really even believe in the possibility that Disney and Marvel would want to work with these characters again in the future. And then the tone kind of changed a little bit later on, and now the possibility is starting to come into question as to whether or not Disney and Marvel might be choosing to do stuff with these characters. Especially because a deal that Marvel had with Netflix has finally finished up. Essentially, the original deal that allowed Netflix to use the characters stipulated that if a show was to be canceled, there would be a waiting period before Marvel could take the characters and use them back into a different franchise without Netflix's permission. Essentially, every character that was debuted or appeared in the Netflix side of things had a 2-year hold period before they were allowed to show up in any other type of adaptation. And slowly over time, we've seen the Daredevil become available, then Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and everyone else, with Jessica Jones and the Punisher finally now being available for Marvel and Disney to potentially use in their own franchise. And while it seemed like for a while Disney probably had no intentions of including these characters, new rumors that started circulating more recently suggesting that Disney and Marvel were eyeing Charlie Cox to reprise his role as Daredevil for Spider-Man 3, and other little tidbits and rumors that have been circulating around, like Marvel possibly considering getting Jon Bernthal back into the mix of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has led a lot of fans who really loved these Netflix series hopeful at the possibility that they may be jumping back on board to reprise their role in some way or another in the larger scale of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And while we don't fully expect them to fully just reboot any of the shows that appeared on Netflix originally, we do think it is a possibility that we could see these characters showing up in new series along the way. Now, we don't fully know what Marvel's plan is and how they want to maybe tie these characters into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because originally they were part of the MCU, and now we don't know too much if they want to continue that route or if they want to reintroduce the characters with the same actors, maybe from a different timeline, which is kind of something we're seeing Marvel toy around with that one episode of WandaVision and the X-Men type characters. So it'll be really interesting to see if these characters do make the return, what the plan might be. Still, nonetheless, this is officially the time now where Marvel can pull the trigger and choose to incorporate the characters however they want to. So we wanted to turn it around to you guys. Do you think that the characters from the Netflix series deserve to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or do you think that since the series wasn't really as directly connected originally, maybe it's better just to let it lie on its own? But let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. See you guys.